everybody. Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
We're just two oldish, youngish ladies taking another turnaround down on memory lane.
Yes.
One of our flashback episodes, which I'm very excited about. So the premise is we pick a year. Well, technically I picked the year.
Yes.
And then I just put together a list of like movies, music, trends, all kinds of stuff. And we just talk about it. Now, I've done no research. Jayme has no idea even what's coming, but I did no research. So I made the list, but I didn't like look things up and like look into it. So I just made the list. And now we just try to like remember it all and see what happens.
Okay, let's do it. The year is 1993.
Yes.
So this is the year I turned 13. You
Same.
did too.
I did too.
At the very
But
end of the year.
12 for most of it. But this was, I think, my 7th grade year.
All right. First up, Jurassic Park. That was the first Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're still making Jurassic Parks.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
This many years later.
Yeah.
But I remember that being
it was so good.
pretty excellent.
Yeah. It honestly holds up now. Because they did so much that was like the real animation and stuff. I can watch it now and still like, it's not like corny. You know, you can watch some stuff from back in the day. You're like, well, this is pretty corny.
Yeah, we've advanced since then.
But it still feels so real. And yeah, I remember watching it and being like, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Pretty great.
Yeah. The scene where they're like, the kids have been out in the wilderness and they get back to the place and there's all the food that's out. And I remember the girl and she's like eating Jell-O and it's like shaking in her hand because the raptors are coming. Anyway, that like freaked me out as a child. You know, I was just like, it really was like, it's an intense movie.
It is. I remember the scene where they're in some kind of vehicle and holding very still, but breathing because the dinosaur is right outside the window and kind of like coming up and like looking in, and the girl is just like trying not to move.
Yes.
So that the dinosaur doesn't see her.
Yeah.
And she's terrified. And you just feel it when you're watching that scene, like, oh my gosh.
I'm having a flashback. I literally remember in 7th grade, so the year this came out, I read the book.
Oh.
And the book was terrifying. I remember reading it at night and being actually kind of freaked out. And it was very different. I mean, not very different, but very different than the movie, of course. But yeah, it was, I'm just having flashbacks to being in a class reading that book and how like I really loved it. Anyway, that's a fun little memory.
Okay, a song. That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson.
Yes.
That is a good song.
Yes.
I still listen to that song.
Yes. Like it often ends up on my playlist.
It is a vibe.
The music video is a vibe. That whole album. So that was off her Janet album. That whole album was a vibe. There was a song on there called Again. I don't know if you remember that one.
Probably, if I heard it.
Yeah. Like there's just so many of those. But that music video was so cool.
I don't remember
and
the
sexy.
video. I just
J-Lo's
know
in
the
it
song.
as
Really?
a backup dancer. Yes.
Now I want to watch it.
Yeah. If you watch that video, it will make you want to dance. It's like such legit cool girl swag that she has in it. It's just like the epitome of what you wanted to be in that era.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I love Janet Jackson. Heartthrob, Jonathan Brandis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't say this. I don't even know. I don't even know him.
He was in the Neverending Story, the first one.
Well, I saw that.
Yeah, he was in the second one. Sorry, he was in the second
okay.
one of that.
And I don't know if I even remember that one.
He was kind of like, I don't know. He was like in a movie Ladybugs where he played like a boy soccer player that his stepdad put him on the girls' team with the wig. It was kind of funny.
Your memory always blows me away, Beth, when it comes to movies.
Yeah, he was like he was like in a bunch of like little movies and stuff, but then he was kind of tragic. So he was like a baby heartthrob.
Aw, I mean, he's a cute kid.
Yeah.
I just don't
But he's
remember.
very like, he has like literally the split down the part mushroom cut from like that era that was very Jonathan Taylor Thomas coded.
I feel like that kind of haircut is in right
terrifying.
now. Mushroom cut. At least I feel like the Edgar is not as popular as it was. Mm-hmm. But there's still some pretty terrible haircuts, in my opinion, that are popular right now. Mm-hmm. Nickelodeon's Rocko's Modern Life. I never saw it.
Oh my gosh. It was so good. This is when this was like almost like peak cartoon for like adults and teens time.
Yeah.
But like Rocko's Modern Life, I can remember the song. I honestly don't remember anything about it except I think he was a wallaby living in Australia. And I want to go watch an episode now because I feel like it was like a young adult that was just living his life and like the complications of everything.
What is a wallaby?
I have no idea. I have like zero idea. I just remember the theme song and that I really liked the show, but I can't think of anything about it other than that.
As we're talking, I'm realizing and remembering I moved to Belize when I was 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is right in the thick of the horrible years of living there and middle school and not having friends and being completely cut off from, quote unquote culture, the culture that I was familiar with, which was Canadian culture, which was really similar to American, like pop culture stuff. And so, we didn't have TV. We had to watch recorded VHS tapes of whatever. And so I think that's
part of
a big part of why I'm just like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
And I'd never even heard of this show.
Yeah.
All right. Another song, If I Ever Fall in Love by Shy. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Look at these cute kids.
Okay. I die because this is one of my good friends, her favorite song. And whenever we sing karaoke, we will sing it. And years ago, we would get together and sing karaoke when we were like having, needing to get emotions out. And there was one time they're always her go-to song, but I think she sang it at least twice that night. It was hilarious. But it just brings her so much passion and joy to sing it. And I love you, Val.
That is so great.
But it's a great song.
Ooh, another heartthrob. Okay, this one I absolutely know. Joey Lawrence. Yes, I did have a crush on him. What was he in? What was that show
he was
that he was
Blossom.
in? Okay.
Yeah. But he also had a single. Cute. He had a song that came out. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, he had a single and it was just like, it's so corny now, but it was really good.
So it's funny. My daughter is 13 now. And I had a conversation with her recently about heartthrobs from when I was her age.
Yeah.
And we looked them up and looked at pictures and she was looking at them and it was just a fun thing to do together to just see like, did she think that they were cute? The same. And it's different when you just look at a picture because we would experience them in the show that they were in, just like she is with the, her
version of
like the heartthrobs and stuff because she sees them in movies and shows and whatever. And it's very different than experiencing it, by just looking at a picture. So
yeah, you can't get the vibe from a picture.
No. Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
Okay, I rewatched this movie with my kids and I was appalled. I was just like, this person, like, horrible. I had a very different perspective watching it as a kid versus watching it as a responsible adult.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh my gosh, his wife, how could she, the things that he did were enraging and very irresponsible and just like, absolutely not appropriate, like not cool. And I didn't realize that watching it as a kid. No. I just thought it was great.
So funny as a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, as an adult, this actually came up. I saw some TikToks, people talking about the fact, rewatching some of the movies and that they watched as children, how with an adult lens, you're like, oh my gosh. And Mrs. Doubtfire was one of them. Like, no, this is like an immature man. This poor woman had to do everything. But Robin Williams was so hilarious in it. Like
for sure.
Amazing. And there's some, when she catches her boobs on fire and like is putting out, there's some great stuff in there. But yeah, like his behavior is just shocking.
It is. And you just think, because it's almost like the mom gets a bad rap because she's just, because what? She doesn't want a donkey in her house pooping? Hello?
Yeah. People on her probably $3,000 table. As someone that's trying to buy dining room furniture right now, if I had people on top of my table with their shoes on, game over.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No way.
No.
Okay, the song I Will Do Anything for Love by Meatloaf.
Okay. I love this song.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a banger.
It really is.
And it is so fun to sing.
Ooh, this might be a good karaoke song.
It'd be a great karaoke song.
Unless it's really hard to sing.
I don't think so. I don't remember it being hard to sing. I mean, I don't feel like Meatloaf was like
try it.
The best singer in the world. But I remember like the version, because do you remember the music video?
No, I don't remember the videos.
Okay.
No.
The music video, he plays, it's like Beauty and the Beast. So, and Celine, I think it's Celine Dion is playing Beauty.
Really?
Yeah, she's the girl voice in it. But he's like all like, they put him in this thing where he's all kind of like disfigured and whatever. And it's like, it's so dramatic. It's so over the top. You need to watch it because it's ridiculous.
But what is the thing that he won't do?
I have no idea.
It's like he would do anything for love, but he won't do that.
Yeah.
What is it?
I literally have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
Is it revealed in the music video?
I have not seen that video in probably 20 years, so I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay. TV show Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Do you remember this?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was inappropriate. They're
So inappropriate.
And they're so annoying.
Yeah.
Like if I think about how they sound and stuff,
yeah.
and I mean, I could imitate them, which I will not do.
Do it.
I will spare all of you.
No, but do you remember like I'm Cornholio? Yeah.
Like that? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So inappropriate.
So annoying. But I just remember the Cornholio character with his shirt up above his thing. Did you ever see so SNL, I think it was just like a couple years ago, they had a Beavis and Butthead and everybody was breaking. It was so funny.
It really was. Wasn't that one with Ryan
Gosling?
Yes.
It was so good. But I have not seen Beavis and Butthead in a long time, but it's sometimes those phrases want to come out.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, good times.
What a dumb show. Okay, a movie, The Son-in-Law. I don't think I saw that.
Oh my gosh. So The Son-in-Law, this was peak Pauly Shore. This is like after Encino Man. And he's like this kind of like stoner dude character in all his movies kind of. But anyway, so this girl, she moves from the Midwest. She has like this long brown hair and, she's like a farm girl and she moves to LA and she's having a horrible time there at college and she's just not like getting into the life there because the culture is so different. And Pauly Shore is her RA on her like in her dorms and he's like takes her to like be like a real LA girl. So she does like a whole glam makeover. She cuts her hair short. She dyes her hair blonde. She gets a tattoo. Like they're just living the best life. And then it comes to be Thanksgiving and she has to go back home for the first time. And she has like a long-term beau there that has been cheating on her with Tiffany Amber Thiessen, who's like the bad girl, which was kind of a departure because she was playing Kelly at that time on Saved by the Bell. So it was like she wasn't usually the bad girl. Anyway, so it's just kind of like the shenanigans of her taking this like kind of eccentric LA guy back home to the Midwest and just everything that happens. And he like, I think they get fake engaged because she doesn't want to be engaged to the guy that she like dated her whole life because he's kind of like pressuring her. But anyway, it is a fantastic movie and technically it's a Thanksgiving movie. So if you need a good Thanksgiving film, this is one to watch.
Okay.
It's really good. And I don't know if it holds up 100%, but I feel like it might.
Okay. I need to watch it now. Okay. Waco/Branch Davidians? Is that how you say that?
Yeah. This was like a pop culture moment.
Was this like the cult?
The cult, yes.
When they all killed themselves, right?
They went up against the government and a fire started and like, I don't know, like 70 something people died. But he was like, he was like a crazy cult leader. But it also like there were so many made for TV movies that came out of it. Like it was like one of those ones that, I remember, I think Luke Perry was one of them playing him. I just remember watching all the like made for TV movies for it or the Lifetime movies. And it was fascinating. Insane. I mean, I think cults are so interesting. And, it started off one way, like they were like, fringe. And then it just really went a whole different direction. And you look at the picture of the guy and it's like, I don't know. I can't imagine like this guy coming in and saying like, oh, all your women belong to me and I am, your new God kind of thing. And I just like, I gotta go. But but I get it. Like there's a whole process, it's like a frog. They always say like, if you put a frog in water and turn it on boiling, it'll boil, die. I don't know if that's true, and like I would never try.
Like it will slowly heat up, slow enough that they don't notice it until they boil and die.
I feel like that's a lot of time with cults. You don't realize you're in a cult till you're like, oh crap.
Oh, people who are in a cult do not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have experience with that, and I believe that there are so many cults and like online type cults nowadays that are distinct in that people don't live in a commune together. However, the mentality is very much a cult mentality.
Yeah. So I mean, awful. But again, lots of entertaining shows.
Yeah. Speaking of shows, another movie, Indecent Proposal.
Oh.
Okay, I don't think I watched this because I think I probably wasn't allowed to.
It was
and
very
I did not have access to this.
It always amazes me because as much as my family struggled with money growing up, like it seems like we always had HBO. And my parents let me just watch whatever. They didn't I had like a TV in my room. And I remember watching Indecent Proposal. This is peak Demi Moore.
Okay.
Gorgeous, whatever. And it's Woody Harrelson. They're like I don't know if they're newly married or whatever, but they're a couple. I think he's an artist or something. And they go on. Okay, I just want to say for the record, I have not seen this movie in years, like probably since I was in my teens. Anyway, they go on like a vacation and this billionaire sees her kind of thing and is like smitten. And he makes him an offer for one night with his wife for $1 million. and they're struggling and everything, and they're like kind of debating. And the way I remember, it's like she didn't really want to do it at first, and then he kind of was just like, I don't know if he's pressuring her or something, but she ended up sleeping with the billionaire and getting this money, and it gives this whole riff in their relationship. And like, I think she ends up going off and like leaving him for the billionaire. I can't remember, but it was like, it was super steamy. Now, like, I probably wouldn't think it was super steamy, but I just remember like, this is...
Well, you've been exposed to a lot more compared to when you were 12 years old.
True.
Yes.
True. But yeah, I just remember it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then it made me ask, like, would I do that for $1 million? Like, would I, and it's like, I think that's a hard question sometimes. And it's really interesting in this day and age where we have like so many people like with OnlyFans and like selling themselves in different ways, and like sex work has become so different. And it's like, what for $1 million would I do that? Or would I have my spouse do that? And what would that do to us? And it's an interesting question of like what, I guess what value do you put on your hoo-ha, or whatever it is. So anyway.
Oh, okay. A new TV show, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't a big Power Rangers person, but I had a little brother and I babysat. So I just remember watching it a lot with like kids on VHS. That's what I remember. Like their parents would buy it for them on VHS in this, like the summer. I babysat kids and we would just watch Power Rangers, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
I just remember being super hokey.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't remember the gist of it other than they're like normal kids that like got some kind of powers, and they would like do something, and then they morph into these like characters that could do all kinds of like martial arts. And
that'd be a great Halloween costume.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, another song. Oh, Weak by SWV.
Sisters with Voices.
That is a good song.
Yeah. This is still on heavy rotation.
I can sing it in my head right now.
Yeah. It's quintessential 90s, like early 90s. It's like cross colors. So it's making me think of a social that I went to in 7th grade. It is so good.
It's so good.
And again, I still have it on playlists.
I feel like that might be a good karaoke song.
I think so too.
I'm gonna try it.
It's a good one.
Sleepless in Seattle?
Yeah. That's a great
movie.
movie.
I know I've seen it. I don't remember any of the details, but
it's the widowed
came
guy
out in 1993.
Yeah, it's the guy. So he's like the little boy. So a man in Seattle, because he's sleepless in Seattle because he can't sleep because his wife dies. Oh. And his son is so sad about his dad that he calls into like a late night talk show, which that's one thing I miss from like that era. Did you ever listen to like the call-in shows from like back in the day? Did you ever listen to those where like the advice shows or the like?
I remember a radio show with like a Dr. Laura or something.
It was that kind of thing. So he calls this and essentially like a Dr. Laura that gives advice saying my dad is so sad because he lost his wife. And then the lady convinces the kid to get the dad on the phone, and then the dad starts talking, and Meg Ryan just happens to be listening and like falls in love with him over the phone. What? And she lives in like Baltimore or something, and then ends up like she's a reporter or something, so she tries to write a story about it just to get to know him. And it's super cute. It's like and it has one of the best soundtracks for easy listening that you'll ever get. It's
really?
It is the perfect.
I haven't seen this movie.
Oh, you would love it. And it's such a classic. We don't have a lot of these anymore, of these really classic romantic movies. But I'm just telling you, like, if you ever have a dinner party, if you play the Sleepless in Seattle soundtrack, it's like perfect background chill music.
Oh, good
it's
to know.
Really good.
Good to know. Another new TV show, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Is that still happening? Does he still have a show?
I don't know if he still has a show. He's still around, but I don't know if he has a show. The only thing I remember about this is like sometimes a teacher would wheel in like a TV
on a
cart, and we would watch Bill Nye like for a sub or something. Like I don't remember seeking this show out.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, another pop culture moment. River Phoenix died.
Yeah, at the Viper Room.
What's that?
It was like a Hollywood club that a lot of young celebrities went to back
in the day.
Did he
OD or something?
Yeah, he overdosed outside. Yeah.
Oh,
really
so
sad. He was such a phenomenal actor. Like I loved him. Stand By Me. He was the young Indiana Jones in one of the movies. Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
So tragic.
So tragic. He was on point to have an amazing career. So just awful.
Movie Groundhog Day.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
This is one of my favorite tropes in movies where it's like people have to keep reliving the same day until they get it right. It's like my favorite. There's a bunch of Christmas movies like that. Yeah. I love it. But I think someone did the math once and I heard somebody said that he lived like 10,000 years in that day.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
That's what they were like, yeah, this was like, it wasn't just like 100 days. Like that's why he was proficient in languages and piano and all the things. Anyway, but yeah, it's still one of my favorites.
That's so funny. I'm not a big Bill Murray fan.
No.
But my husband loves him.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's interesting too.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, The X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they came out?
Yeah. It started in 1993.
Okay, that's not something I really watched.
I didn't either because it came on at nighttime and it was kind of scary. It was a little bit too much. I've tried to rewatch it as an adult and I just have never gotten into it, but yeah.
The song Nothing But a G Thing.
Yeah.
By Dr. Dre.
Yeah. That was like when I started my gangster rap era, you know?
Uh-huh.
But I still listen to that song.
It's good.
It cracks me up. It's one of those songs I listen to a lot on the way to work. And I'm like,
what is it about? What's a G thing?
A gangster thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't know, a day in life of these gangsters. I can't remember all of the stuff, but
what were you saying though on the way to work?
I'll listen to it on the way. I'm like listening to it on the way to work and I'm laughing because I'm like listening to these like gangster songs from the 90s and like talking about being a hard G and I go into like, click buttons all day. So it's kind of funny.
Okay. Another heartthrob is Mark Paul Gosselaar. Mm-hmm. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
I just know him as Zach
Morris.
Yes. From Saved by the Bell.
Yes. Were you a Zach or you were Slater?
Well, I was Zach, but now I'm like, why wasn't I Slater? But I was Zach.
Yeah, I think I was Zach too.
He's so cute.
He's very cute.
Aw. Another new TV show, Boy Meets World.
I watched this growing up, but I think I watched it more because we watched it as a family because it was a little bit young for me. But it was like perfect age for my brother. I feel like my brother watched it.
That's cool. I didn't ever get to see it. I didn't have access to that.
It was just about a boy in his own world.
Oh my gosh. The next one, Free Willy.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I watched that movie many times.
I would still cry if I watched that movie today.
I think I would too.
Yeah. If nobody's seen it, it's about a delinquent young boy that breaks into like a habitat, almost like a SeaWorld type of place, and he graffitis it, and he's actually graffitiing on like a killer whale enclosure. I think Lori Petty's in it too. Anyway, and like he gets caught, and then his punishment, he has to go back and work there for free and volunteer. And this orca, Willie, has been like in captivity. Its fin is folded over, which happens, and it's like not in a good place, and they want to free it and blah blah blah, and they're trying to figure it out. And I think they're going to move it or something, like it gets sold, and then they have like one chance to get Willie out, and like he like jumps, like all I remember is like Willie has to, like, the freaking orca has to like swim as fast as he can and like jump over this big thing to get him back into the ocean.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what's on the cover of
he goes over the kid, which I'm like, that kid would have died, like flop, like gravity did not exist. But yeah, I have not seen that movie probably since the 90s. But yeah, it was very profound.
Oh, so
and it made me hate SeaWorld.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh, Dream Lover, the song Dream Lover by Mariah Carey. I listened to this just the other day with my daughter.
So good.
She's like, what should we listen to? Because her and I are often in the car together. And I was like, put on some Mariah Carey. And this was,
still,
number one
it
song.
holds up.
So good.
And it's such a good song for right now. Like it feels like a summery spring song.
It does.
Oh,
love it. Love it. Another new TV show, Living Single.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Did you watch this? I didn't watch it.
So Living Single came out, I think it came out before Friends, but people like, it had the Friends model before Friends.
Okay.
But it was like, it was centered around Queen Latifah, who was a rapper. She sang UNITY and other hits. And for me, I loved it because it was like, I had no representation in the town I grew up in.
Yeah.
And so I only got like my culture and like being able to see Black people on TV, and Living Single wasn't one of it. It was like about 4 girls that lived in a house together in their early 20s, trying to make it in the world.
Love
and
it.
like, it was great because Kim Fields was in it, and she was the girl. I don't know if you ever saw Facts of Life, but she played Tootie on Facts of Life.
Okay.
And which was like a classic show about girls that were in a boarding school. Anyway, and like, but this was her in like a whole different role. Like she was the kind of the vixen, and like, anyway, it was such a good show. It was super funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Another heartthrob was Edward Furlong. What was he in?
Terminator.
Okay,
Terminator
I recognize
2.
him. I didn't think he was cute though.
He was not my style, but he was a heartthrob. I saw him on a bunch of Teen Bop magazines from 1993 when I was doing my research. Yeah. He wasn't my style, but yeah, I could see him being a bad boy.
Okay, Hocus Pocus. Okay, this is so funny because I hadn't seen it, remember?
Yes.
And then we talked about this, I don't know, in the last couple of years. And then I did watch it. And I was like, it's different watching it, in a mid 40s lady versus, a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, fun fact, this was a flop when it came out because they didn't really promote it right. They released it in July. And so people didn't know what to do with it. And it's a
Halloween
Halloween movie. And so it became a cult classic. But when it first came out, it wasn't like a huge, it wasn't what it could have been.
Yeah.
Had they had
or what it turned into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
TV show. Another TV show. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay. You're not going to know this.
No.
But this
I know
is a
nothing about it.
Nickelodeon show. And Nickelodeon always had shows for kids that were like competition shows. So they had one called Double Dare where you did all this, like you answered questions and then you did all this like crazy stunts and stuff. And this was kind of the same thing, except like I just remember, the only thing I really remember about this is like at the end that there was like you competed with all these stuff against another team as a kid. And then at the very end, you and your teammate had to like do this temple run and then put together this special, like, I don't know. It was like a figurine sculpture statue thing. And it like the kids would be fumbling and it would be so stressful. You'd be on the edge of your seat. And like, most of the time they didn't get it. And it was just like, it was such an intense anxiety rush, but it was so fun. It was just like a fun show. It was like Survivor for kids and just like a little, a little 30-minute show.
It sounds great.
It was really
sounds
fun.
like something I would have loved. Okay, another pop culture moment, grunge fashion, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, see, like I said, I moved to Belize, and so I was there, but I wrote letters to my friends who were up in Canada, and we did go back for a visit at one point. I think it was when I was 14, so in 1994.
Yeah.
And I was so I knew nothing about what was fashion. And I was wearing like a Mickey Mouse t-shirt. Okay. And like my friends were wearing grunge. So baggy pants, the plaid shirt, like tied around the waist, with like a spaghetti strap tank top. That was not the look of, Blue Creek Belize.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was totally, I feel like this has kind of come back.
It's coming back. Yeah. I mean, everything comes back a little bit.
Right,
but yeah,
right.
that was such a great era for fashion. Because it was like you had grunge and you had sundresses. It was like wild times. It was good. It was good.
Okay, another song. Oh my gosh. Whoop, there it is. By Tag Team. I can totally hear this in my head.
Well,
How could you not?
And I just remember doing like this dance with it. I don't know if this was the real dance, but we would like kind of like pump our arms and go back and forth like, I don't know, like choo-chooing a little bit. I don't know. I just know that was like when that song came on at the socials. Did you guys have socials? Probably not in your
Not
community.
in Belize.
Yeah.
No, sadly.
But it was like so fun. Like I just remember having so much fun at the socials and just like we'd be dancing but not dancing because nobody wanted to be
so they
uncool.
did like this choo-choo arm motion.
Yeah. And you'd like kind of like pull it, like you're like pulling a lever back and forth and like, I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was a moment. It was a vibe.
Dazed and Confused, the movie.
Have you seen this?
I don't remember if I have.
Okay. First of all, there's some parts that are not appropriate anymore because whatever, but it's like one of my favorite films of all time. It was like it's a defining film for me as a child, as a teenager. It's so good.
I think it might be for my husband too.
Yeah. Because it's set in like the 70s.
Yes, it says on the cover, it was the last day of school in 1976.
Yeah. And it's so
a time they'd never forget if only they could remember.
Because a lot of them are like getting high and stuff, but it's just like it's just the last day of school and it just follows all these different kids on the last day of school. And some kids are like, like a lot of kids are becoming seniors. And so now they're hazing like the kids that are coming in. And like it has so many people that have become huge stars, like Ben Affleck's in it, Matthew McConaughey's in it. And he's like, he has a famous line in it where he's like, all right, all right, all right.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, there's so many like Parker Posey's in it. There's just tons of people in it. It's so good. It has a fantastic soundtrack. And what makes it so crazy now is like, if they were to remake that movie right now, the kids would be like in the 2000s.
Weird.
It's so weird because 1993 to 1976 feels like a huge gap in technology and just life and whatever. But like that same time frame from now.
Yeah, it's 20 years.
Like back 20 years doesn't feel, I mean, it feels like a gap, but not like that big of a gap.
Right,
but
right.
it is.
It
so.
is. It actually
kind of wild.
is. Okay, another pop culture moment. Donna Martin graduates.
I know you're not going to know this.
Nope, I'm sorry, I don't.
But this is like 1993 is peak 90210.
Uh-huh.
So this is the year that they're graduating from high school. It's the year that we find out that Dylan and Kelly are now together after a tumultuous summer where Brenda went to Paris and those two start cheating on her. You're not going to know any of these references, but I know there's someone out there that does. And at prom this year of 90210, Donna has some champagne and she hasn't been eating because she's trying to fit it into her dress. And she gets to prom and they think she's like a little bit tipsy. And they had a zero tolerance thing at prom this year. And so she is basically, they say you can't graduate with your group of people. Like you can't graduate with your friends. You're going to have to go to rehab. Like they make they make an example of her. And the students all band together. Like, we don't agree with this. Like what they're doing is wrong. There's other people that were drinking and stuff. She just got caught. It shouldn't be this extreme of a punishment, blah, blah, blah. She's never done anything like this before. And so they do a walkout of school on finals day. And they all start chanting, Donna Martin graduates. Donna Martin graduates. It's one of the most powerful pieces of TV I've ever experienced. Like even thinking about it, it will make me cry. It makes me have so much emotion because it was so intense. I mean, I was like 12, 13 watching it. So, and I loved that show. And like they storm, you know, what is it called? Like when the superintendent's having a meeting, like a school board meeting, they storm it, and they're all like, all the juniors and seniors go, because the juniors are upset now too, because they're going to have like a dress code policy the next year, and they don't want that at West Beverly. And so finally, like after these persuasive talk by Brandon Walsh and other people, they decide that Donna Martin can graduate with everybody. And it is, again, chef's kiss, peak 90s entertainment, and will make you weep.
I love that. I love that.
So good. Anyway.
Wow, what a year.
It was such a good year.
I hope this evoked memories for people that are listening.
Same.
Right?
I mean, it evoked so many memories for me, at least. I mean, I know you're like, Beth, I was in Belize.
But there were quite a few that I was like, oh yeah, especially the songs.
The songs. 93 was a great year. Like just looking, like if you just look up the top 100 songs, it's crazy how many good stuff. Like I Will Always Love You was on there too.
Oh wow.
Like just that The Bodyguard, that movie came out that year. I don't know if you remember seeing that, but that was,
I absolutely did. I loved Whitney Houston.
Oh my gosh, so good. There's just so many. It was just like unbelievable. Wow. So
great year. Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.